Everyone seems to be in high spirits.
No. Goblins.
Strange.
But we were
You know
brave
who I never
and
thought I'd find
dragged
myself
with a
caring for?
Thunderwave.
Exactly right. Never gave them much
That's not what
thought.
happened.
Certainly not that bunch in the grove.
Live a little.
Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? It's quite a bottle. I liberated one of the finer vintages earlier. Best enjoyed someplace private, I think. We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself. You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. You must have an extraordinary affinity for the darkness. I'm jealous. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting. Sounds like you just need a little more liquid inspiration. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. It was just what I needed.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it? Good to know. For the future. Let's head back, if we must.
Thank you.
Something like, no.
There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to make merry.
That's not what
Just the two of
happened.
us.
Live a little.
We shared a romantic moment of the mind while cloaked in the weave, didn't we? And I seem to recall a fond allusion to that moment afterwards. Allow me to make the following proposition. There's a book that circulates in Ulm, detailing the first 1,000 nights of a newlywed king and queen. They turned everything they did into an art. The art of conversation. The art of taste, time-honored and newly acquired. The art of the body. The exploration and acceptance of the self and the other. The art of the night itself. I say we take a page from their book. I'm many things, but coy's not one of them. What do you say?
The moment we hit the city, let's look for our own place.
That's because I'm full of delights.
Roland can
We'll let the
finally have
night
his
run
own
its course,
social
and when everything's
ordered,
quieting down, safe in the arms of
even
sleep,
ordered.
I'll come by to find safety in yours. I love this time of night. There's almost a reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness. And you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. You understand it then? The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. Almost. Now it's real. You taste of untold delights. How about we continue our tasting? Good morning. Looks like the dawn broke after all. So much for the timelessness of lovers. It's all right. You look even more beautiful in the light. I'm sure I do. I know we have to get moving again soon, but before we part, I'd like to tell you something. I'd like to tell you a story. I hope it will be lovely still by the time we reach the end. It's a story full of answers long overdue. It is the story of a man who fell in love with a goddess. Thank you. Once upon a time, not quite that long ago, there lived a wizard in a tower. The wizard was what one might call a prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, like a musician or a poet. Such was his skill that it earned him the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, Mystra. He fancied himself much more than that. He fancied himself favored above all others. Perhaps it was not quite love, but you see, the wizard was but a very young man. It was most certainly love to him. Mystra showed him the secrets beneath the veils. The gossamer veils first, draped across the weave. The delicate veils next, draped across her body. Chosen one, she whispered, and she slipped them off completely. Yes, until one day, all too soon, the whispers stopped. The goddess spurned the mortal. The veils were drawn once more, and the wizard was left behind, heartbroken. Poor wizard. Silly wizard, too. For he wouldn't take no for an answer. Like so many of the heartbroken, he did something infinitely foolish. One has to think big if one seeks to win back a goddess. So the wizard thought big. In a word, yes. Here goes. Once upon a time, very long ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his story for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic unleashed that day was phenomenal. Rolling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. A fragment of it was caught and sealed away in a book. No ordinary book, mind you. A tome of gateways that contained within it a bubble of astral plane. It was a fragment of primal weave locked out of time. Locked away from Mystra herself. What if, the silly wizard thought, what if after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? So it goes with Wizards of Waterdeep. It is a city filled with the most obscure arcana. He obtained the book and took it into his study. As for what happened next, here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in. Into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, then suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through you and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Of all things, magic. This Netherese taint, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as it absorbs weave, it remains stable, to an extent. The moment it becomes unstable, however, it will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. It is my truth, finally revealed. It is this folly that led Mystra to abandon me completely. I can only hope that you won't abandon me as well. After all we've been through, after the night we spent together, surely we can brave even this side by side. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. I don't know what I did to deserve the magic that you do. Many challenges lie ahead, but in this moment I believe nothing to be insurmountable. The road awaits. Shall we? Or do you have questions for me? The orb was kept safe and inert in a pocket of astral plane suspended in time. If I can somehow manage to expel it from my body while in the astral plane, it will be rendered inert again. Alternatively, I could learn to control its chaotic magic. That is, to succeed where I failed before. Without Mystra's favor, I don't see how that may come to pass. Of course, there could be different answers as well. Faerun brims with more magic than any one wizard could fathom, let alone comprehend. Who knows what outlandish solutions may yet present themselves? You don't. And a great compliment that is, too. You are unique in your own right, and just as incomparable. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. She's my muse still, the embodiment of magic. But the embodiment of love? Only if we ever meet again will I know. Here's to us, and to brand new adventures.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here...
But that's not what happened.
I hate it. This is awful. True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? Don't be so sour. I like a good time as much as anyone. You know, we could always make our own entertainment, darling. Get a little
The
closer,
moment we hit the
so to
city,
speak.
let's look for our own place.
Roland can finally
What?
have his own sock
We
drawer.
should
folded
go down and
color
see the
coordinated,
water.
even
Cheeky.
What
I'll
for?
see you then.
All
There you are. I've been waiting. Waiting since the moment I set eyes on you. Waiting to have you. Don't I? You're here. And I don't think you want to talk. I think you want to be known, to be tasted. You sleep light. I thought you'd be exhausted after last night. Tempting, but this might not be the time or the place. Delicious as you were, I didn't want to go too far. Now, shall we get on? I want to go before anyone else thanks me for saving their tails. It's a poem. A gift from my old master, Cazador. He considered himself quite the artist and used his slaves as a canvas. He composed and carved that one over the course of a night. He made a lot of revisions as he went. You've seen enough already. And if I can't see it, you certainly can't. Well, I can't just check in a mirror, can I? It doesn't matter anyway. Whatever the bastard wrote, it won't change anything he did to me. Now let's go, before I regret my restraint last night.
There she is, the woman herself. Let us raise a glass to freedom from tyranny. May we hew a clear path for the downtrodden to travel. To you, a legend in the making. And of course, to us.
But that's not what happened.
May our bond only grow stronger.
How about two tiefling queens, frightful and fierce?
If I didn't know better, I'd think you were reading my
That's more
mind.
like it. How many goblins
Meet you at your
did we
bunk
kill?
when
10?
you're ready. I trust I won't have to wait long.
Let's make...
You're still glowing from battle. On my honor, you've never looked more beautiful.
You smell ale and smoke as Wyll leans in. His lips are but inches from...
May I?
An ache grips your head. You see a flash. Bronze hair, pale skin. And it is gone.
Pardon, just a bit woozy. Now, where were we?
When the image comes, the pain is sharper than before, like a mind flayer scraping its claws across your skull. This time you see a full face. A woman, skin pale as the moon, lips impossibly pink. But then she changes. Pale skin turned to red, horns push through her hair. Her smile cuts through your desire like a blade.
Damn it! Must she ruin everything? I'm sorry. It's not supposed to be this way. Please, show me how.
Wyll has slept next to you. He is still there when your eyes open.
You're more beautiful now, if you can believe it. You flatter me, friend. Surely a mere trick of the light. Yes, but also no. I've no proper word for what you are to me. I've never tasted fruit so tender as yours, but Missoura's eyes will stray only so long. Only a free man can give himself fully. Until my pact is broken, I'm never free. You're a blessing. I hardly deserve you. Come now, let's hurry it up. Legends don't write themselves.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your sweat. I mean to taste it.
That's not what happened.
Live a little.
Yes,
About
sex. A night such as this calls for flesh to feast on,
frightful
and I have chosen the sweetest.
That's more like it. How many goblins did we kill? 10?
Yes.
Let's
When you
make it
lie
20.
down for the night, I will come, and I will take what is mine.
That's my...
Gith train relentlessly. We know our bodies inside and out. Let me show you. Close your eyes and submit.
A pause, and then the flicker of a tongue across your neck.
Open. Taste. Good. Lower.
You awake in pain. Your back, your hands, even your tongue ache.
It's time to rise. Dawn is upon us.
Every breath, every blink proves exhausting. A long day awaits you.